Mahila. I don't know how we went from the Three Dinos to now it's the Three Stooges or something, like we're left behind. And one of them switched, Grox is Santa Claus in it. So going off the affidavit in the Mar-a-Lago is what I'm going off of, Mr. T. Ben V. When I said, my brother is Wrath, that's based off of my writings, that Brad Pitt and the royal family. So somehow my writings have gotten into this scriptural change. I have more than just that example. I mean, even starting from Zaku, they've even been in order kind of my videos and like what's happened, starting from the scrolls in the Bonneville at Concordia, basically Zaku, if you want to, break it down. So, I don't want to worry you. I'm not trying to worry you. But I think some of that today that Mr. T was, scrambling to find his phone and all that, I think some of that, with the papers, what was because of what he was seeing this. He was seeing what I'm addressing. And, from my writings about the wedding feast, how I've seen it, what I've seen with it, and, that Robin Williams in your liked videos, that's more of my line of thinking for us. Now, of course, I thought that you would have to do 1,000 and that we were going to do the branch. And that me, the Megarans, and the Kachina Star people that didn't look at it, the mud, would help with the symbolism while you're going through the 1,000. And Dominican Republic, Ray Liotta, all that was also to help with either the girls or a type of situation with Mr. T and the bad arrangement at the apartment. I've read it both ways, and I did include that stuff in the writings, in money, that's how I addressed it. But God, he did it another way with the Ray Liotta, I think. So I'm not saying Grox is evil. I'm not saying he's John the Baptist or some sort of Santa Claus. I'm just saying this is kind of what he has said, though, is that he would be doing some sort of task at the end. Some sort of job or something. And he's been gone. I'm just thinking. And, for what I'm doing, the Bible, the scripture that I read tonight says that the native girl got with, she got married. So, so then I think because of that, the Disney stuff, they don't allow a transaction through a flush to go through if you're married. So I think that's what I read in the Bible today was when they point out Ezekiel and say Ezekiel's name, in Ezekiel, if I were to read it for myself, like God is communicating with me, then that's what that is. And I think Grox, the way that he's saying it, is that you have to contact your girl to get found written in the Bible for Michael. Like he's doing some sort of Michael task, like the Michael in Titusville and Las Vegas and everywhere that he's been. So I'm just bringing this up because that's what you were worried about, Mr. T. And Ben V, I see eye to eye with you. And here I'm thinking Grox is going to be a dino and be in on the call and get sealed for 1,000 starting from April 12th. So it would be like 800 plus. And we would all have that while I'm doing the branch. Like I would help you do it. Like with good symbolism, not this trash, good symbolism. And my friends would help. The Connor, Daniel, like Blade, Ford, Alex, Vitali, Jim Montrella, Yee, like all of them. And some of that is very personal to me. And Grox, he swoops in and changes a title or changes a word, and then it just ruins my whole perspective, and this is how it's been, my relationship with him. And so I'm not worried. I mean, if it comes down to it, I think I'm just going to take the mark of the beast, because God told me never again. And for me to have to go to waterboarding or something like that, I'm not up for that. I have little strength. I can barely do anything. I can barely hold a thought. How am I going to hold a gun or some crazy shit with a Camelback? I mean, I can't do it. I just can't. That I can barely make it to the fast food to get my meal. I have to drive at night because it's been so crazy. They're trying to push me out of the city, like it's been everywhere I've gone. So I have to drive at night, basically. But I've been taking a break from all that because it wore me out so much. And from those videos what I was doing. It was basically CERN. So I know that sounds pathetic. I'm telling you, I'm being real with you. Like I'm being completely real. Like that's what's going to happen. Like if I have to stay here, like it, and if Trump is some supreme leader or something, like there's no way, like I'm not going to make it. Like so and yeah, those rock songs, like Can You Take It All the Way and all that. I mean, here I'm thinking Joshua Jackson is going to die, and I'm going to die with him because they stole from us or stole from me, and he was the symbolism of it. The the flush, the James Caan. That was the seal of the flush, was James Caan. That was a big time death that no one seemed to care about, and that was my seal of my writings to my girl. Like, that's what that was. And it was like God said, yeah, I got it. Now wait, and it'll be when it is. But it never went through. And I know, like, you guys were in deep relationships, married and kids and all this. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, this is just man to man, and between the three of us, like, I'm not going to contact my girl, like, or she's not my girl anymore. Like, she's with Joey, my cousin. Like, am I making sense? Like, here I'm thinking we're doing the Joshua, but then it's not at all that. It's this affidavit. So I'm not trying to worry you. I'm just thinking, like, I'm thinking they're all getting out. Like, and it could be an angel situation, like, everyone around you has left, but they're all still there, and they're, the host is controlled, by a spirit, empty, or whatever. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.